Hello, my Valentine.
Hey, baby.
I picked you up some Mardi Gras wings. The only Mardi Gras wings in the whole county. They made them special for you.
Aww.
And then you said you wanted like a pizza with no bread because
thanks, Betrayal.
I know, right? So I got you some fancy pepperoni and some good mozzarella and got a serving. I measured everything out so you could have a little mini pizza with no bread, just the toppings. One little spoonful of the pizza sauce from Rao's. So you can stay on plan, but still feel treated.
Okay, so we avoided the lines at the restaurant. You should have seen the parking lot at Texas Roadhouse.
I'm sure.
There is no chance of me going out to eat on actual Valentine's Day.
Nope.
So here is our Valentine meal. We're having, well, Joe is having Mardi Gras wings from Publix. Couldn't be simpler, right? Brought them home, popped them in the air fryer. We're good to go. Pizza without the pizza, which I think is kind of fun. And then some coleslaw, the last of Joe's batch of coleslaw. So I made sure that I divvied it out perfectly because we will fight over this stuff. And then I am having 2 hot dogs cut in half with some of the Keto Child chili over the top and then topping out with the rest of the coleslaw.
I'm going to assume it looks like you have more because mine is crammed into a container.
I crammed it in, trust me, I know. It's Valentine's Day. Today is the day you don't want to fight. And then I'm drinking some carbonated water with Redmond Relight in it. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and then every Monday, we go live on Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we have pancakes, you'll be alerted to it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm in a lot of trouble with one of our subscribers.
What did you do now?
Renee is going to just kill me.
What did you do?
I did a lacrosse game yesterday. Well, I did 2 lacrosse games yesterday. My shoulder has been sort of healing. I mean, it's been pretty good.
Sort
no
of?
issues. Well, it takes time, especially when it's your right shoulder. And Renee has specifically told me, don't use it.
Right.
Well, how do you not use your dominant shoulder, especially when you're as busy as we are? Good morning, Tabitha.
You take some time off from working.
Yeah, that just is never going to happen. So anyway, I'm doing a lacrosse game yesterday, and we have a little bit of a brawl. It was actually a really good game. 2 rival teams down in Miami.
Up until the fight.
And the Cats are fighting too. Look, there's a brawl going right there. So we had a little situation where a kid got pushed. There was, a flag for that. And then we had a little bit of an unnecessary roughness, and there was a flag for that. And then all of a sudden, 2 kids just start swinging.
Oh, no.
So I reach my flag, which is always right here, and I fling it up in the air, and I repumped my shoulder.
Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah. I heard it, and I felt it, and then I attempted to officiate without my right hand, which does not go well. And I went over to the trainer, and the trainer put it back into place. And,
oh, good.
And he was like, yeah, you sublexed it, and it is extremely painful. And then I had another game after that. So again, trying to officiate without my right arm is very difficult because, okay, first of all, you have a whistle. So the whistle is in this hand. And so you're up and down. That one's not so bad. But then there's a timer, and I got to reach for the timer. Then you got to throw the flag, and I'm a righty. I can't throw my flag with my left hand.
I'm sorry.
I keep trying, and I would put it, so I moved the flag to my left hand side.
Could I lend you my left hand?
To try to do it, but then I could never find the flag. And so I just started yelling, flag down, but no flag going on the ground, which that's not good either. And then you got to get the ball and get it to your partner. And again, can't use my right hand, and you should see me attempt to throw a ball with my left hand. It's kind of like watching you throw a ball, period.
At all. Yeah, I totally get that. I am so sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know. I ordered one of those shoulder restraint things that's got like the heat therapy.
Right.
So maybe at least when I'm at home,
you could be wearing that.
I can wear that and it'll stop me from moving as much. But then it's like I can't even work on the computer because, again, I can't move my arm and stuff. So it's kind of a pain in the neck. And then to top it all off, like I'm just like super frustrated with, like, let's be honest, the scale right now.
Well, you just described so much inflammation that I know your body is like, hey, after I get through this whole can't use your right arm thing, then we'll get to getting off all of the water retention and the inflammation that's right at the source of your pain. Because I've experienced the same thing this week. I don't even know what I did. I thought I just slept wrong, but I really hurt my neck and shoulders. And this entire week, it doesn't matter, eat or not eat. It's on the scale as if I've gone on some sort of a bender.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but while it's healing, nothing's happening.
I'm up 5 pounds. I can feel just like the inflammation in my body.
You feel puffy, right?
And then here's, and again, I have a horrible relationship with the scale. And I have such a fear of regaining weight.
Right.
That I don't want to do anything that I know for a fact will make me get more inflammation and make me gain more weight. So I'm not taking painkillers for my arm. And like I have some muscle relaxants. I don't want to take those. And it's like I know they will make me feel better.
But you just
But
don't wanna...
I also know what they are going to do to me when it comes to my weight and the scale. And so I keep like going back and forth. Be happy with my weight or be pain-free.
Right.
And stupidly, I'm choosing be happy with my weight.
I want to be happy with my weight.
But I'm not even happy with my weight right now. And I don't even understand what's going on. I'm like, okay, so I'm kind of going back to the basics, like no cream cheese for a while.
Yeah.
You know, and see like, was it the cream cheese? What is it just the pain and the stress? Because again, this is a stressor on your body and that messes with your hormones, which could make you not lose weight, and then add in that I can't sleep because of the pain. And so all of this stuff is going on with me.
Well, I am trying to handle it as like I'm healing from whatever I overextended. I am trying to go the nutrition route and not add things that I've already seen cause me some inflammation. So I am also avoiding the cheeses. Like I seem to really just have a hard time with it. I really enjoyed when we did the bacon wrapped peppers, but they didn't like me.
Yeah, the next day. And again, the question with that is it that we ate 4 jalapeno poppers, or is it that was it the jalapenos, or is it that we each basically consumed a half a brick of cream cheese?
I have a history with cheese of it making me puffy, causing some inflammation. I get a little bit of like, especially my cheeks. I feel like I can see my cheeks in my vision the day after I eat a bunch of cheese. So my plan this week is to minimize the cheese as much as possible. And stick to more of like getting in my protein and the things that I know don't cause me to be feeling yucky. Because like, for instance, I love broccoli, but sometimes broccoli and also Brussels sprouts can cause me some like gassiness and stuff. I don't need that feeling on top of my shoulder pain. I do not need both of those together at once. So it's just for this week. You're not going to be seeing me eating a bunch of broccoli and Brussels sprouts.
Good morning, Charity.
Good morning, Charity.
So, and the interesting thing about it is like, I know it's not necessarily a dairy sensitivity because we have no issues with keto chow and we have no issues with butter. And we only have issues with heavy whipping cream if we consume a lot of it.
Wonderful cheese.
So I don't even think it's the cheese necessarily, of more of the cream cheese because they add a bunch of other things in there. I don't know. Right now, I gotta focus on just like getting back to basics for the most part and getting my shoulder healed so I can move on, because this is only week 1 of the lacrosse season. And I have a lot of games. Now, I don't have a game today. But I have a game tomorrow before our live stream, and I have a game on Friday, and I have a game on Saturday, and then next week there's a whole bunch of games. So whenever possible, I'm just going to try to take it easy. So breakfast today is keto chow pancakes, but made it a little different. So what these are is, it is 4 eggs, a scoop of salted caramel keto chow.
It's really good.
And a cup of water. That's it. So
Pretty
we
simple.
did not add any cream cheese to it like our fluffy keto pancakes, which are super delicious, and we never had an issue with them. But again, I'm just trying to avoid the cream cheese, and those require cream cheese. I'll leave a link for that video over here. So these are more like a crepe than they are a pancake.
I kind of love them.
But they're really good, and you're getting, so it's basically super high protein.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting, because again, between the two of us, it's 4 eggs and a scoop of keto chow.
And we have bacon today, but if you take a sausage and roll them up in there for like a sausage roll up.
Well, you could do it with bacon too.
Really good.
You can do it, you can make something like this and then scramble eggs and then put the eggs inside and kind of make it like a little bit of a sweet kind of egg crepe. Mm-hmm. The bacon is the bacon that you saw me cure the other day. You know, we cured it actually about a month ago, and then I smoked it the other day when I was making Anthony's brisket. So this is our bacon, and then yesterday I just pulled out the food slicer and I sliced it up. Coffee. After I made the pancakes batter in the Vitamix, whatever was left, I poured the coffee in there. And then I added into that, we had a keto chow made up, which is probably about 5 days old. And so I poured about a third of that keto chow in.
Like use it before you lose it?
Yeah, use it before you lose it. So I figure I'm kind of using a pre-made keto chow as a coffee creamer.
Okay.
And that was a caramel macchiato that then was made with 3 tablespoons of butter and water. So what's in there? Probably a tablespoon of butter between the two of us and a third of a scoop of keto chow.
I thought when I came out to walk Tabitha that somebody had dropped their hairpiece in our yard. And then I realized that one of Anthony's friends had given him a haircut, and apparently they just dropped all the hair right here at the front door. So we decided to stop at Trader Joe's, and we found these jicama wraps, which I'm actually really excited about. There's only one ingredient for these, and they're, designed for tacos. Just jicama, that's it. And let me share the nutrition facts. So 15 calories for 2 wraps, because everybody knows you're gonna have more than one taco, right? 0 fat, 0 protein, 3 total carbs per 2 wraps. So Joe has really been wanting to make some pasta carbonara, and they actually have uncured pancetta here at Trader Joe's, only $3.50 a container. Very, very hard to find, and this is a great price. So I love kimchi, but not the fish sauce. So we're gonna try this that we found here, some kimchi without the fish sauce.
I just don't understand this. Why does anybody want to have plant-based original Italian sausage? Or smart dogs, plant-based hot dogs.
Or beefless ground beef. So we've really been wanting to make some brittle, but we didn't want to use peanuts, and macadamia nuts would be way too expensive. So we're gonna try to make some pecan brittle.
So this hits Rachel in all the feels. People ask all the time, like, is it okay to have fruit on keto? And honestly, I'm usually gonna tell you no, because it's really hard to not overdo fruit. And yes, fruit is healthy, but the problem is there's a lot of sugar in it. Rachel used to eat an entire watermelon by herself in a day. She would juice it. Well, we just found this watermelon jerky. There's one ingredient, watermelon, no added sugar, except for there is 47 total carbohydrates, which is solely coming from the sugar that's inside of the watermelon. So don't eat watermelon on keto.
So this is the keto option, would be strawberries, right? Because that's the keto. but this is not a lot of strawberries. Like I can eat way more strawberries. And yeah, same thing. Only strawberries in here. Total carbs 30. So here's something we found that we are absolutely going to try. It's only $4. So even if we hate it, it's not terrible priced. So it's hot, crispy in olive oil, habanero peppers. Now they're saying a serving size is a tablespoon, but God help us trying to eat more than that at a time. The ingredients are olive oil, habanero peppers, salt, garlic powder, lemon pepper, which is just black pepper, and lemon powder. So I'm excited to add some flavor.
Okay, I'm super excited. We haven't been in Trader Joe's for a while, and I just found this. Trader Joe's has their own ultra filtered milk. So this is going to be similar to the Fairlife milk, and it's $3.99 for a half a gallon, which makes it cheaper than Fairlife. And it's the same thing. So it's 50% of the sugar that you would find in a normal milk. Now they do only have reduced fat, but that's okay because this is great for yogurt. All you need is this and then a starter culture. And again, we always use like the Faya yogurt. We're gonna get this and make some more yogurt.
I love when people love their job, and we ran into a beautiful cashier who really loves working at Trader Joe's and helping people find exactly what they might like to try. And she heard us talking about the habanero peppers, and she said, if you like hot, you might like this new spicy buffalo cheddar cheese that they just got in, because a little dab will do ya. So for $3, we're gonna give it a try.
Okay, you know me, I'm all about the cheese, and I just found a couple of cheeses. I found a pizza bread cheese. I love bread cheese, and also bacon cheddar cheese. So we're definitely gonna be picking up both of these.
Nope. Joe, walk away from this section. We're gonna make some tacos tonight using the jicama wraps, and I thought it might be fun to top it with some salsa verde that they have here. It's really good ingredients: tomatilla, green chilies, water, salt, and dehydrated onion, jalapeno, and garlic puree. Why? Why even make pork rinds that are porkless? I don't understand the need for this product. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this for a future product review. It's the Do Good Snacks Keto Fudge Bites. One thing I've always loved about Trader Joe's is how many checkout lines they have open. There's so many employees, and you have to think about the sister company is Aldi, where it's like 1 or 2 employees at a time. So this is a great place for getting in and getting out.
This is kind of sad though. It kind of speaks to what is going on. This entire building used to be Barnes & Noble, and they basically took 2/3 of the building and turned it into a Trader Joe's. We just got a FedEx package from Robert and Crystal at Keto Brick.
Amazing.
There's a new flavor, Macadamia Madness. Do you want to try this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and try this right now. Oh my gosh, macadamia. I love macadamia.
So amazing.
You want the first bite?
I just want to smell it first. It smells like macadamia nuts.
You take a bite.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Are so creamy.
There's a coconut taste to it.
Okay, this may actually beat the pecan one.
Nothing's gonna beat that for me.
Really? Oh my gosh, this is so good.
It's really good. What's in it?
So these are releasing on February 20th. Use the link down below.
Man, you really get that like
It's a Hawaiian taste.
nut taste, aftertaste to
It
it.
is like a coconut macadamia. It's like screaming Hawaii. Okay, but here's the thing. It's the lowest total carb of all of the keto bricks. 8 total carbs for the entire 1,000-calorie brick, and 5 grams of dietary fiber. So if you're following a net carb protocol,
3 net carbs.
3 net carbs, but 8 total carbs for 1,000 calories.
You're just not gonna find that anyplace else. So look at this. The ingredients are raw organic cacao butter, grass-fed whey protein, which is grass-fed whey protein, natural caramel nut fudge flavoring, stevia xanthan gum, pure macadamia nut butter, which is just dry roasted macadamia nuts, MCT powder, which is MCT oil, and acacia fiber, and ancient sea salt, Redmond's real salt.
Oh my gosh. Guys, make sure these are going to sell out Get them. Use the link down below.
Very tropical.
I'm ordering a bunch of these because, hey, it's lacrosse season right now. I like having things on the go. And I'm always looking at, okay, what can I have that's a lower total carb count, that's going to give me some nutrition, that's going to satisfy me, especially like yesterday. I mean, I left at 2 o'clock, didn't get home till 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
And I didn't eat anything all day. Even if you take this and melt it down using the video that I put up here, even if you melt it down into forts and you have like a 250 calorie bar, 250 calories at just 2 total carbohydrates, you're not going to get better than that. So we're going to go ahead and start making our dinner. And like I said, we're going to have tacos and we're going to try those jicama wraps. I have no idea what those things taste like. They could be completely disgusting. Hopefully not. But we're going to make chicken tacos. So we're going to do a variation of our Mexican shredded chicken, which I'll leave a recipe for that up here, or a link for that one up here. The only thing is that one, we added salsa and we added cream cheese, and I'm trying to avoid cream cheese. So we're going to change things up just a little bit. We got this chicken at Whole Foods, so I think each one of these is a pound. And what I'm going to do is, in my Instant Pot, I'm just going to literally throw all of the chicken in here. So there's about 2 pounds. It doesn't have to be exact. Now, this is actually a really good recipe for meal prep because we're going to shred this up and you can make a whole bunch of this and, you know, just have it ready to go and made. Put this chicken juice stuff off to the side. I'm going to go wash my hands. Now, to the pot, we're going to add some chicken stock or chicken bone broth. If you don't have that, that's fine. You can use water. We're going to put about a cup. I'm actually just using chicken bone broth because this container was already open and we had some left. And then to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of taco seasoning. This is our own taco seasoning. A lot of the store-bought taco seasonings have things like maltodextrin and dextrose and other like anti-caking agents. So we make this ourselves. There's a link for it down below. If you go to our website, we have everything on how to make the taco seasoning, and we just get these containers in Walmart. We make up a whole bunch, and then it's always ready to go. Now all you have to do is put the lid on, go ahead and lock it, make sure you have it on pressure. Come down here, we're gonna hit pressure cook, and we're gonna cook this for 35 minutes. Now here's the cool thing about making this, either with chicken or beef or however you wanna make it. If you only have frozen meat, go ahead and use frozen meat. Throw the frozen meat in there. Up the cooking time by about 30 minutes and you're good to go. So if you forgot to take your chicken or your beef or anything out of the freezer, it still works. That's what the beauty of an Instant Pot is. So I am in the process of answering comments on our YouTube channel, specifically comments on the Emi Noodles review video, which I'll leave a link for that over the top of your head.
Everybody is saying, thank you so much for doing this video. You guys are so awesome. I'm just glad that I'm aware of this product.
No. Few comments, they wished I would have tossed it over my shoulder.
Okay.
But actually, I would say every other comment is, you need to learn how to pronounce ramen because it's ramen, not ramen.
I'm sorry, okay? Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. I have
pecan.
I have a feeling that even though I didn't pronounce it the way you want me to, you still knew what I was talking about, didn't you?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check the chicken. So we're gonna let whatever air is left out of here. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and check the chicken real quick.
Ooh.
And what we're looking for is, can we shred it? And we can. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our chicken breast. And you can see it is definitely falling apart. And we're gonna just pull everything out of the pressure cooker.
Look at that golden juice.
Well, we're gonna make it a little bit better. Since we're not using cream cheese, we're gonna add 1 scoop of the spicy taco keto chow. And then use a whisk and mix it all together. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a couple of forks and just shred all of this chicken up. I love pressure cookers.
It makes it so quick and easy, and I don't have to babysit anything. I can get my other work in the house done. Like, I like being able to cook dinner and do laundry and clean and everything.
And what we'll do is we're gonna take this back over to the Instant Pot. Now, this is a little thin, so you could add a little bit of xanthan gum or tarragon to this, and that would thicken it up. But what I'm really looking for is flavor here. So we're going to go ahead and add all of this chicken back in. And then we're going to go ahead and just give it a good mix to let some of those juices absorb into the chicken. And just let this sit for a couple minutes. It's nice and hot. If you want to keep it hot, you can go ahead and put the lid back on. And now what we're going to do is while the flavors are infusing back into the meat there, we're going to go ahead and prepare everything for our tacos.
Wow. Dinner looks fancy, right? There's a lot of components tonight.
Okay, so we've got the chicken. These are some leftover Buffalo Wild Wings. I had gotten wings on my way. Actually, I had them delivered so that they would be here when I got home last night from my game. But look at how tiny these Buffalo Wild Wings are. They're like half the size that they used to be. So you're going buy one, get one 50% off, but you made them half the size that they used to be.
They're 50% smaller?
And then I'm having a grape Zevia. You've got some seltzer water.
Ew.
We had stopped at Whole Foods because I needed to return an Amazon thing. And there was a sign there saying that, like, last chance for root beer and ginger ale Zevia, $3.50 a six-pack. So I bought a few of those. They're not getting rid of grape. I asked the lady, like,
Why?
what is this last chance? She's like, we're not going to carry those flavors anymore. Which
Well,
I thought it was odd that they're not going to carry the root beer and the ginger
what
ale.
about creamy root beer?
The creamy root beer doesn't come in 6-packs. It only comes in 10-packs for some reason.
So maybe they're going to switch out that root beer for this current root beer.
Yeah, but Whole Foods is not, they're not going to carry the ginger. They're not going to carry ginger ale. But they are carrying still orange and grape and all those.
What is this?
So these are those jicama wraps, and I don't know about using these for tacos. They're awfully tiny.
Silence of the lambs.
Let's go ahead and just, I'm going to try with a little bit of chicken on here. So this is that shredded chicken. You're not going to get much. I guess they can be like an appetizer taco.
Yeah.
And then, so what I did was I put 1 tablespoon of guacamole into these little serving cups. It's this Yucatan guacamole that Rachel's got over there.
They were buy one, get one free for the big game.
But here's what we have found we have to do is we need to, like, literally put it into one of these little serving cups.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to eat it over and over and just over consume it.
I will guac and roll.
So, like, I love these things. We get these on Amazon. We have a ton of them, and they were a great way to just measure out your condiments to make sure you're not overdoing it.
This feels more like a pot sticker than
It might work for that.
a thing. Like, I could see you doing it as like a, shrimp roll. Or
Yeah.
something.
Now, what I did was I threw it
Dink
on the Blackstone just for a second.
But it didn't crisp it. Didn't crisp it up.
Okay.
Good flavor.
It's got a crunchy texture.
It's got a sweetness to it.
I'm gonna say this when you say spring roll, it kind of does remind me of not the crispy spring rolls, but there was something we used to get in the Asian restaurants where it was like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's more of what the flavor reminds me of.
It was like a see-through wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The rice wraps.
Rice wraps. That's what it tastes like, a rice wrap. So I don't necessarily think that it tacos well.
Because they're so small.
But,
I mean, it's a good vehicle.
But I would totally put components for like a deconstructed California roll. So you don't want to use the rice. So I would put like, fish, a little bit of avocado, even a sprig of carrot. I know that that's like terrible to say, but yeah.
I know. But I mean, I actually am really impressed by them. So the ingredient in this is just jicama. And it's 15 calories for 2 of these wraps. And then 3 total carbohydrates, but 2 grams of dietary fiber. And this is a fiber I'm okay taking out if you want to follow a net carb protocol. This is a fiber where I'm okay going a little bit over my total carbs because most of the carbs are coming from this fiber. But everybody is different, and what works for me may not work for you. But I'm actually pretty impressed with them.
I'm actually really impressed with them and this cheese.
So this is
Flavor
the
Town.
bacon cheddar cheese we got at Trader Joe's. And I got my glasses on so I can tell you what's in this. This is aged cheddar cheese, which is milk, cultures, salt, enzymes, annatto extract for color. Bacon bits, which is pork bellies, water, sodium lactate, salt, sugar, spices. I'm okay with salt, with sugar being coming from bacon.
Having some
And then
technical
celery
level.
powder and trisodium citrate.
Who put this on? Hercules? Hercules.
So this is really good. And then, okay, so let's try this one first. So this came at a recommendation from the lady who was walking around and just saw us saying like, hey, we're going to try those
Something spicy.
spicy things.
Ooh, I didn't get those.
Oh, you got them over there?
Yeah.
Well, let's try this first.
Okay.
So this is a spicy buffalo cheddar.
And we've talked about this before, that I think your best shot for cheese is to get a cheese where you really taste it front and center. Instead of cream cheese,
Right.
where I can put away a brick of it, but it's adding a nice mouthfeel, but it's not like giving a power punch.
Well, I was going to reference the video of like the 10 things that like we would overeat, and one of them being cheese.
Yeah.
Because yes, this morning we said we're going to try to clean it up a little bit, right? We're not going to eat a half a brick of cream cheese. And now all of a sudden, what do? We go to Trader Joe's.
Get some
and we
cheese.
buy some cheese. But again, like you're saying, this is going to have a little bit with a bunch of flavor. So the ingredients in this are cheddar cheese. I'm not going to go over cheese culture's enzyme. Jalapeno peppers, distilled vinegar, salt, trisodium phosphate, hot sauce, which is cayenne pepper, distilled vinegar, water, habanero peppers, garlic, salt, vinegar, red pepper flakes.
Oh my goodness.
Xanthan gum.
Am I going to taste anything ever again?
Okay, you ready?
Dink it.
Dink it.
Whoa. Whoa.
That is good.
Whoa. Though.
Spice hits you, then it hits you, and now it's really hitting you. The habanero peppers.
Wow.
And I mean, it's hard to see because of the label on here, but there we go. Look at all of the peppers that are in that thing.
Oh my goodness.
That is good though.
I'm like afraid to drink because I'm afraid it's going to get worse.
So this was 0.38 pound. It's $8 a pound. So this block cost us $3. But again, I'm not going to overeat this.
No, you're not.
If this was regular cheddar cheese, I'd eat this whole thing in a sitting.
My armpits are sweating. Legit sweating.
Do you want to try this kimchi?
Yes. And then I want to try
You don't
this.
want to try that yet. Okay, so here's the kimchi. And the ingredients in this kimchi are Napa cabbage, radish, onion, red pepper powder, salt, garlic, vinegar, lactic acid. That's it. So there's 11 servings in this container. Serving size is an ounce, which is about 2 tablespoons, 10 calories, 0 grams of fat, less than 1 gram of protein, 1 total carbohydrate. But again, this is something that's going to be flavor packed. So, and even if you eat the entire thing, you're eating 11 total carbs.
And we're a
But
big
it's cabbage.
fan of doing stuff, eating things that are fermented
Yep.
to help
so
with your
good
gut.
for you. It's so, and that's something as people who have not eaten a lot of vegetables over the last 5 months, we've been talking about reincorporating fermented foods, like going back to our yogurt, going back to making sauerkraut, because fermented foods are really good for your gut biome.
We're taking in a lot of hand sanitizer, and I mean we've got to do something for our gut.
Think it. Oh, good.
That is delicious. Wow. I actually want to
It's got a sweet taste to it.
have my end little thing here with that, because that adds a lot of flavor to it. That tastes really good with beef too, like the kimchi.
Yeah.
It's a good, if you make it like a
Try a little
Korean
bit of that.
lettuce wraps with some kimchi in it. To your health, sir. To your gut.
To my gut.
To your gut.
That's good.
Really nice. Because you got sweet, you got sour, you got some nice mouthfeel going on. That's delicious.
That is really, really
That
good.
is really, really good.
Wow. Okay, so chicken's really good. Now, this is very lean. We use chicken breast. You can do the same recipe with chicken thighs, a combination. You can do the same thing with beef. Again, it's just putting in that Instant Pot, letting it go. 35 minutes was absolutely perfect on it. I'm super happy with it. And then what we'll probably do is, we'll put we'll have a little bit of like maybe bread with butter or something later. And I'm thinking, even though we're not going to show it now, For dessert, I'm thinking after we're done eating, if we are still hungry, we're going to have a little bit of our yogurt to further, like eating some cultured foods and stuff like that, and maybe put a little bit of granola or something like that on top.
I took one smell and I started crying. Like I'm literally tearing up.
Why are we buying these?
Hot, very hot, crispy habanero peppers in olive oil.
Why are we eating this?
Ooh.
Oh, they're crispy.
I bet that's going to be good.
Okay. Well, do you want... Oh, you put the jicama's away.
I put the jicama's away.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Think it?
Dink.
Ooh.
Ooh, that hit me wrong.
Woo!
That is good, though.
That is good. And the crunchy is kind of awesome.
It's almost like eating, like, dried crickets.
But without the crickets.
That is good.
Wow.
That'll add flavor. If you mix a little bit of that in with this chicken, just a little bit on top, that is really, really, really good. I'm going to finish this last bite.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I do have lettuce here. So what we'll probably do is put a little bit of lettuce on our plate.
Make a little salad.
Make a little bit of a taco salad. This cheese, so this was only an ounce, but I just kind of shredded it up. And again, that buffalo and that bacon, that's just going to add so much flavor. So you don't need a lot of it. And that is my biggest downfall is I just want to eat cheese and eat cheese and eat cheese. But when I go with something a little bit spicy, because I do like spicy, or I go with something with a lot of flavor, it helps me not eat as much because I'm getting what I want. You think about, you really only get enjoyment out of the first couple bites.
Yeah.
Right? Like you would eat a candy bar or something like that. That euphoric feeling, it comes in the first 2 or 3 bites. And then at the end, it's just like you're eating it to eat it, right?
Well, here's the thing. I like portioning it out like this. Okay, so you've got your lettuce, you've got your cheese. This is how much that we're going to split between the two of us. If I make a salad, a taco salad, and I'm just filling the bowl, I will eat way more of everything.
Right.
And I will not prioritize the chicken. I'm not going to put the proper ratio of protein to the vegetables. Same thing with sour cream. We don't have any sour cream today because we're trying to cut back. If I scoop out sour cream, if I scoop out cheese, or if I scoop out guacamole or salsa or anything, I eat as much as I put into the bowl.
That's why we like these little cups. So you'll see that a lot of times with us, when it comes to a condiment like blue cheese dressing or salsa or sour cream, something that we easily overdo. I mean, you give me chili and I'm just spooning that sour cream onto the top of the chili. But if I put it in here, I'm like, that's how much you're allowed. Measure out a spoon, put it in here, and then put that away. It's a good way to avoid the creeping carbs, is what we like to call them. The things that, I didn't have that much, but did you have a serving? It's like heavy whipping cream, because all heavy whipping cream has carbs. And if you use a tablespoon, great, you're less than 1 carb. But if you're just gloop, 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 gloop in there, you're more than a carb, because basically every tablespoon has 0.4 carbs in it. So if you do an ounce, you're at almost a full carb. And if you do 4 ounces, you're at over 3 carbs. And we're not measuring it. So if you measure everything out, then you know, hey, this is where my carbs are.
And I'm home. It doesn't matter if people don't think that this is the way you put together tacos or the way you put together a salad. I'm home. I don't mind doing a couple of extra dishes to make sure that I am successful.
Yeah. So, and I just want to say, I'm sorry that we don't pronounce everything right. This is who we are. Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos. We have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video, which I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon. And that way, every single time we have a delicious meal, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.